into the danger zone.
The Drew Yari Show.
The Drew Yari Show.
Hell yeah. Stupid idiot.
Drew Yari. The Drew Yari Show begins now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Drew Yari
That
Show.
just,
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I mean, I guess we'll talk about it. Welcome to the Drew Yari Show, guys. I'm Drew, and I'm joined by Justin, as always.
We're recording already?
Well, I mean, I started the recording right as soon as I opened the show, and
Oh, I had no idea. I had no idea. We're live, folks. Well, not really live, but, you know. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's doing well out there in the virtual world, podcast world.
But Alistair Black, you know, Tommy End, MALAKAI Black, whatever you choose to refer to him as, put out a... What was actually on his his
Instagram Live?
His Instagram Live, and he put out a statement talking about, I guess, telling his truth. And Jesus Christ, it's 8 minutes. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just play the whole thing.
Sure, go for it.
All right, guys. Good evening. You know, there's nothing I want to do less right now than going live, but especially in a time where I'm supposed to take care of myself and take care of a lot of things in my private life. But you know, some people, some people can't seem to just shut the fuck up and create things that are not there. So I have to go out here again and have a conversation with you guys here. All right, so guys, how many times do I have to tell people to not trust people that are not in this business, right? If you can't even get the years of my contract right, which is a very minuscule detail, then how are you expecting, or how are people expecting that these guys know very intimate and private detailing in regards to my private business? My contract's not 5 years. My contract's never been 5 years. Like, again, this is all bullshit. It's all lies. So, you know, I posted a statement, and even if you've, of course, all of you have read my statement, because even if you read my statement, it clearly reads that even release is in quotations. Now, if you don't know what quotation means, it means that the author does not agree with said quote or said word choice, or it also means that it's not his wording. Then it is followed by a bunch of multiple things in regards to my merits and all stuff, but it even says that my stuff about my conditional release, that it's false. So how are you guys still thinking, why are people still writing that I've got my release? Guys, I don't know how why do you trust these people to tell you the truth? Because it's not true. It's in a time where I'm supposed to take care of myself and kind of wind down, I have to deal with this kind of stupid bullshit from people who are not in the business, pretending that they are in the business with all their sources. And you know, the worst thing about it is, for the past 3 days, nothing but weird, hateful comments, and today even 2 death threats. Death threats. You wish death upon a person because of what someone else has said, and then says that it's confirmed. It's not confirmed. Clearly, it's not confirmed. None of it's confirmed. There's no confirmation because I haven't left. I'm not like. Luckily, I've been, and that's what this whole thing was about. I've been giving time off by Tony to take care of a bunch of stuff. All this stuff has been cleared up like weeks ago. All this stuff was weeks ago, and posted that statement as a summary for you to understand why I take some time off. Again, it's in the statement. Like, it is in the statement. Like, it's mind-boggling that you still, like, if this isn't enough incentive for you guys to stop believing these people, then I don't know what is.
Okay, all right, I'm just gonna stop because he's just saying the same thing. Yeah, Eddie and Chunky Larry are saying the same thing, which is Tony Khan said that Aleister Black, or MALAKAI, like where the fuck his name is, he is signed up for 5 years. That's what those are. That's Tony Khan's words. These aren't dirt sheets.
He said that in the interview too, so I can confirm that. I verbally heard him say that. He talked about him and Adam Cole in the same breath.
So I'm pretty sure I know what the answer is here, but why isn't MALAKAI Black's anger directed at a different source, or the right source, I might say?
Well, he's more upset about people saying that he asked for his conditional release. So in I mean, I know we didn't listen to the whole thing, but in that actual IG live, he did mention like, "Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying at AEW." I didn't ask for my release. You know what I mean? So that's coming from him, right? So I don't know if he asked for his release at first and he changed his mind, or whatever the case may be. He did ask for his. He stated that he did not ask for his release at all, and that he'll be back in AEW, wherever it's going to be 2 weeks, wherever it's going to be a couple months, wherever the case may be.
I don't know. It's just, to me, I'm listening to that, and I'm just like thinking of everything that came out, the stories and the news sites. And again, we can't believe everything that the Meltzers and the Sean Ross Sapps say. But to me, it's just like a lot of this did come from him. Not all of it, but most of it. And then a lot of it did come from Tony. So to me, it's just like, all right, if you stick to a story, then I'll believe you. Because now you're just all over the place. So it's one of those things of just like, we're just going to have to find out. We're just going to have to wait and see. Because, again...
Yeah, and the funny thing, too, is that in his... He posted on IG on September 18th, and he made a long message in there, and he did say, he says, I did indeed ask for my release. Mm-hmm. The last 2 years of my life have lended to a lot of setbacks. Both me and my wife have been affected by uncontrollable actions from the outside that resulted in a loss of life, medical setbacks, career jeopardizing, the suicide of a close friend, and a close family member almost losing their life. So, to me, he's saying here now, this is the latest video, so to me, what I'm seeing here is that he may have asked for his release, and he probably just ended up changing his mind. Nothing wrong with that, right? You know what I mean? He could have posted this like in the middle of, in the middle of the night, could have wrote this down in the middle of the night, and made an irrational decision. We all make irrational decisions, whether if it's, breaking up with a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you're into, right? Or if it's like, leaving a job, right? Like, damn, maybe I should just suck it out for at least a couple more months, right? Or something like that. You know what I mean? So we all make irrational decisions. So could this be a case of irrational, action from MALAKAI? It kind of feels that way to me right now.
I have a problem with people flip-flopping, and maybe you're right. Maybe he posted that in the moment, and then he realized, you know what, I kind of do want to stay here, so I don't know. But to me, it reminds me of like Mike Bennett, when Mike Bennett was talking about how he, was a drug addict or whatever, and that WWE paid for his rehab, and then years later he's like, yeah, WWE never paid for my rehab. It's like, but you said he did. You said they did. No, I didn't. So it's just like, I don't know, I have a problem with people that just flip-flop their statements and don't stick to one statement. Instead of just like, if MALAKAI had said something like, I did ask for my release, but at the last time I decided to change my mind, or Tony said, take some time off and get better, and then we can talk about, your job here. That would have sounded better, but instead it's just like, I never asked for my release, quote unquote. It's like, you did. You have a fucking Instagram post, but I don't know. But hey, I like Black. I mean, I mean, I told RJ this a while ago, where I think I'm at the point where it's just like I look at AEW, and there's a lot of guys I like, but there's a lot of guys I prefer in WWE, honestly. Like, I would love to see Black back in WWE. It'd be interesting because, Cross is already doing the spooky, scary man gimmick, and Black is more of the, I guess, new metal. No, well, not new metal, but like, death metal.
No, definitely not new metal.
Oh,
he
no,
ain't coming out. He ain't coming out looking like Fred Durst or anybody.
Chocolate starfish. No,
yeah.
I guess like Norwegian death metal, is that the best way to put it?
All right. Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know, but I would love to see him back in WWE. But again, one of very few guys. Not few, but one of very many guys. Eddie's saying black metal. Okay, we'll go with black metal. One of very many guys in AEW that's lost so much steam. I mean, another guy that comes to mind that's lost so much steam is fucking Daniel, Bryan Danielson. Like
I don't know about that.
I mean,
I agree with that one.
He was the best fucking heel in that company, and also maybe the best heel in the business at the time when he was feuding with Page, and he was putting in probably some of the best work of his career. And they did nothing with it. And then ever since then, it's just like, yeah, let's stick him in the Big Mac combo club with fucking John Moxley and William Regal for some reason.
I'll put Andrade and Miro above Danielson for sure, because especially like, okay, especially Andrade. Miro, yeah, he won the TNT title. He had a good reign with TNT title for the most part. Andrade, Jesus Christ, man, like,
he's done
just
nothing.
a waste with him.
Yeah, like, he wasn't that big of a name in WWE, but they still treated him like he was a star. I mean, he was in NXT, and he was the NXT champion. He came to the main roster. He was the United States champion. I think he was I don't know if he was a tag champion. I don't think so, but
nah, he wasn't a tag champion, no.
But he was featured a little bit more prominently, in WWE, especially like his group with Angel Garza and Zelina. Gets to AEW, and it's just like nothing. Same thing with Miro. Miro, they brought him in as kind of like a joke, and then he became more of a serious, character. Was the TNT champion, and then nothing. And it's just like,
the last time Miro's been on Dynamite?
Huh?
It's been 3 months. This has been on Dynamite. 3 months.
Jesus Christ! Like,
crazy, man, crazy. Like, I mean, what I mean by being on Dynamite, I'm not talking about like cutting promos. I'm talking about like actually doing a fucking wrestling match in the ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I just saw that one promo he did where Julia Hart came in and touched him. He's like, "Do not touch me. Only one person gets to touch me." And it's just like, okay, this is what you got from Miro? And it's like, all the while, it's like you get this fucking goofy Luigi pizza guy who's on TV for whatever fucking reason. And
hey, that's Luigi Primo there. Come on now.
He came from River City Wrestling. I'm sorry. I don't claim him. I'm sorry. I don't claim him. I like pizza, but it's just like I don't claim him. I'm sorry. But yeah, he was on TV earlier. I saw a little bit of the segment with the not the Inner Circle, but the JAS, and I had to turn it off. It was bad. It was BAD bad.
I mean, I disagree. Minus the Luigi thing, it was silly. Like, it was out of place with Luigi there. Like, okay, just again, this guy on TV just to be on TV or whatnot, but. Good for him, making money, but I just don't think that was the right spot for Luigi there. But outside of that, I thought the segment, I don't think it was like great or anything, but I thought I did what we need to do. We got the job, we got the point across, right? Mm-hmm. They're really trying to make Daniel Garcia somebody who like they're trying to make him like a new star in a way, right? Not to say that he is gonna become a new star, not to say that he's dynamite, no pun intended, on the mic or anything like that, because he does need work on the microphone. But he is definitely somebody that can go out there, wrestle a good match. He does have emotional expression on his face, which I could say that's better than Wheeler Yuta. You know what I mean? So if I had to pick between Daniel Garcia or Wheeler Yuta, like who do I want to as my next star to groom? It'll be Daniel Garcia because he at least shows, resemblance of him actually having something inside of him versus Wheeler Yuta, which is he's like the fucking like the T-1000, pretty much. But yeah, at the end of the day though, I didn't think the segment was great, but I thought I got the job getting across.
One thing Garcia, like you just mentioned, has over Yuta is just like, at least Garcia looks like he can probably fuck somebody up, whereas Yuta just, again, our friend Monty, our mutual friend Monty, me and RJ's, called him Plank from Ed, Edd and Eddy. Like, he has zero charisma. The guy can't talk. I mean, obviously he can talk when he moves his mouth, words come out, but he doesn't sound like a wrestler. He doesn't look like a wrestler. He's just, for whatever reason, Tony Khan has a boner for him. I have zero clue why. It's just like, he had that one match against Moxley where he bled, and all of a sudden he's a big star. Like, I would see people like, yelling guy from New York, you guys already know what I'm talking about, saying that he's over, he's the most over guy in wrestling right now, and it's just like, I could just picture Roman.
I wouldn't go that far, but
I could just picture Roman, hearing about Wheeler Yuta, and he's just like, who?
So I'll say this. Let me ask this: what would be the difference between Wheeler Yuta now and 1996 Dean Malenko?
Oh,
both couldn't talk. I'm just saying, both couldn't talk.
Malenko
was a damn good. He's a great rep. Fuck it, I love Dean Malenko. By the way, right?
Right.
Wheeler Yuta can wrestle. Pretty good at what he does. But to me, it's. I'm not saying that Wheeler Yuta is like Dean Malenko 96, but I'm just making the comparison of the two styles.
At least Malenko looked more, what's the word I'm trying to look for? More
believable?
Like, more grittier. Like, he was a small guy, but he was going to go out there and stretch guys. Whereas...
Okay, I'll give you that.
Whereas Yuta just looks like somebody that you would see at the fucking library. Like, reading anime or manga or whatever.
Would that be because of the different times in wrestling where a lot of the guys today look unassuming like that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, because it's just like, back then, even the smaller guys looked more intense. Benoit looked intense. Malenko looked more intense. Guerrero was always intense.
But I don't see what people say about like Benoit. Like, Benoit wasn't a great talker. Well, I mean, I'm not saying he was a great talker, but like he could cut a promo when it was necessary. He had intensity and fire and passion in his promos. Versus like Dean Malenko was kind of very stoic and like, oh god. And so I kind of see that the same way with Wheeler Yuta. Now, if I had to pick between Dean Malenko and Wheeler Yuta, it's Dean Malenko by a landslide. It's not even close, right? But I'm just saying, I'm just making that comparison.
Chunky Larry saying, I think it's a killer instinct that Wheeler Yuta doesn't have. Like, Wheeler Yuta just, again, he seems like he's trying to say or remember something that someone told him to say. Whereas Benoit, we're talking about Benoit a lot tonight. We're talking about Benoit's wrestling, people, just so you know. Like, Benoit can go out there and be like, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to put you in that crossface. And you're going to tap after you can't breathe. Or, I can't do a Benoit promo, I'm sorry. But, like,
Benoit's WCW catchphrase, right?
What? Silent
but violent. Step into the ring and find out what it's all about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what he said, and he also said that to his wife before,
come on.
Sorry.
Yeah, may he rot now. But anyways, I mean, that's just the difference between a lot of guys today. I mean, there are some, I guess, good cases. I mean, Bryan Danielson's maybe the only exception, but not the rule. for a while was Punk, but then Samoa Joe, when he was a lot more healthier and didn't get hurt every 5 minutes, he was kind of the exception.
Not fat.
Not fat. Who are some other names? Maybe Kyle O'Reilly to an extent, because Kyle O'Reilly, he looks like a regular guy, but he's in shape and he at least goes out there and wrestles with more intensity than like a Wheeler Yuta or a Daniel Garcia.
So Wheeler Yuta, though, however, I know I make comparisons like to him and Dean Malenko and all that. But Wheeler Yuta, and let me look up his age real quick, but he's still in his 20s, I want to say. So, like, do you think... He's 25 years old. Okay, so he's very, very young. So, do you think, like, with more experience for Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia, that they will just eventually get better? Like, for example, Kurt Angle, right? Mm-hmm. Kurt Angle, 1999, right? You know what I mean? He was in a series already in 1999, but, like basically, he was new to professional wrestling in '99, right? He, in WWF for it at least. He wasn't a great talker when he first came into WWF. So let's not be blind to that. Did he have charisma? Sure, of course he did, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does Wheeler Yuta have charisma? Not really, but kind of the same as like, okay, if we go back and look at Bryan Danielson when he was 25 years old, right? I don't know what year that could have been. Maybe that could have been like 2002, 2003, right? I mean, would he have that same charisma as a Wheeler Yuta now? Possibly, especially as a babyface. It's easier to have more charisma as a heel because you're being a bad guy and like, oh, I'm being cool and I'm saying fuck you to the crowd and all this other shit, right? So, what if Wheeler Yuta turns into a heel? Not saying that's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen, but let's just say hypothetically he turns into a heel. And it's easier for him to show personality. Would you think that would help him, be more over, per se, with the audience and have a little bit more respect overall with the audience if he were to go through that route?
I mean, yeah. Because it's like you said, he's a young guy. And, with Kurt Angle was lightning in a bottle. So I don't think we're ever going to get someone like a Kurt Angle, but... I mean, a character change helps. It definitely does help. I know I'm talking about different guys. Big E. When Big E first came to the main roster, he was just stoic bodyguard, and then you would hear people say, "But he's really funny. Look at his Instagram videos." And I look at his Instagram videos. I'm like, why aren't they letting him do that? He's actually kind of funny. He's very charismatic and wacky and over the top. I would think they would like that. And then the New Day happened, and that's what happened. And then a guy like Brock, and again, it's unfair to compare Brock to Wheeler, but for Brock, it's just like Brock always needed a mouthpiece because Brock couldn't talk. I mean, even Brock, there was that story where when he came back to WWE in like 2012, he went out there and talked by himself. And the story is that he went all the way to the back and he still had the microphone in his hand. And he went up to Vince McMahon, put the microphone in Vince's hand and went, "Don't ever let me talk on a microphone again. Bring back Heyman." And now Brock can go out there and talk because, Shelton Benjamin was like, the Brock you're seeing on TV now is the Brock that I know. Like, that's, the Brock that we all know. When he feels more comfortable around people, he's more jovial. He likes to joke around, have fun. So, and yeah, it's weird seeing Brock happy and just go out there and joke around, but it's also fun. So, but I mean, going back to Wheeler, I mean, maybe give him like maybe a few years, maybe he'll change. I mean, maybe Daniel Garcia will change. But again, I'm going to be the WWE fanboy in this. I think if he went to a better company with better like agents running the company that know what they're doing, maybe he can go to WWE. Maybe Daniel Garcia can go to WWE, so they can have better people telling him, "Hey, you're actually very talented, but we need to change this." The character needs to come first.
A lot of people who are backstage at AEW right now were in WWE, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, you look who's in charge. You know what I mean? You know, you got Triple H running creative. You got Stephanie in charge. You know, Tony, again, just he's a fanboy. Like, he is a money mark. He's basically the little kid from what was that movie with Richard Pryor? Where that kid,
the toy.
The toy. He's basically that little kid from the toy.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
And all the AEW wrestlers are Richard Pryor. Like, that's basically him.
God. Richard Pryor. Man.
But speaking of wrestlers,
what a movie that was, man! He was in the Spider-Man outfit, man, and God, man, a good movie.
I think that was like the first movie I've ever seen him in, because when I was a little kid, I didn't really know who Richard Pryor was, and obviously my parents didn't let me watch Richard Pryor, and then I saw him, I'm like,
a crazy motherfucker.
Like, this is kind of a wild movie, like a rich kid buying a black man, like that definitely wouldn't fly.
Man. And also the little kid talking about having sex. He was like, what, like 9 years old? Like, what the fuck? The 80s, man.
The 80s, the good old days, said by racism. Said by racists. Anyways,
oh my god.
Speaking of good old days, the PWI 500. Me and Justin covered 500 through 400. Let's see, how much time do we have? Well, we're barely like almost half an hour in, so we'll see how much we'll see how many we can do today. So, all right, so now we're on 399 through 300. You ready for this one?
We're on 399 to 300. Yeah, let's go.
Who can top the great Robert Martyr?
Jesus Christ.
399, Mitch Waterman.
Don't know him. Don't know him. Don't know what he does. Maybe he may be dead. I don't know.
Let's see. He is from Melbourne, Australia. Won the Melbourne Championship Wrestling title from Adam Brooks in March, and dropped the BCW Battle Express title in June, ending a multi-year reign as champion.
Oh, what a wanker. Bloody wanker.
Blimey. 398, Trey Lamar.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
He was trained.
I think I heard of him before. No, never mind. I was thinking about the football player.
He was trained by Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano, like our boy Peanut Butter Smooth. Held the Ohio Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Championship for nearly all of evaluation period. I don't know what that means. Yeah. All right, 397, Luke Hawx.
I've heard of him several years ago. I think he's just like a well-known indie wrestler. And I think he's based out of the South somewhere, but I heard of him. I heard of him actually coming to San Antonio a couple times too as well, and wrestling here. But that's pretty much it though with him.
I remember seeing a random video about him where he's just like burying everybody. He's like, I could beat Brock Lesnar. I hate AJ Styles. AJ Styles sucks. And I'm like, okay. 396, Brandon Kirk.
Sounds like a Star Trek character.
Captain Kirk.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm not even going to do too much about this guy. 395, Daz Black.
Sounds racist. I'm not going to lie.
The Orbit Breaker is his name. Held the
what?
The Orbit Breaker.
Oh, it's Neville. Okay.
No, it's not Neville. It's Daz Black.
I know.
Major part of the ICW Fight Club series on WWE Network. Scored wins over Mark Haskins and Kez Evans. All right. Number 394, Saki Aki.
Know who that is? Japanese women's wrestler. Let's just say that I just want to sniff. One sniff.
She's in DDT Pro. Outside of DDT, has begun competing under the Saki Aki moniker in Tokyo Joshi Pro. Number 393, Tracy Williams.
Yeah, no, he was in Ring of Honor. That's all I know from him, though. I think he won the television title in some recently, or not recently, but I know he's won the television title before.
Trained by Claudio Castagnoli, Mike Quackenbush, and Sarah Del Rey. Dropped the Ring of Honor TV title in April. Held the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships for 3 months with Rhett Titus as the foundation.
Okay.
Eric Ryan is 392.
No, I can't say I know him on that one.
King of the Death Matches. Ruthless Wrestler entered a...
Oh, excuse me. Yeah,
ICW, whatever. Another deathmatch guy. 391, Vincent.
Vinny Marcellia. Okay, yeah. Vinny Marcellia, had his stay basically up in the Northeast near Boston. I think he is from, I don't think he's from Boston, but I know he's, from the Northeast. But wrestled he's been a mainstay in Ring of Honor for years now at this point. And also in Impact. He's already older, though, so, I don't see much coming out of him. I don't really see much expiration past Impact. May get a stay in AEW, but, he's already, in his mid-30s, so it's going to be kind of hard for him.
All right. 390, Lufisto.
Don't know who that is.
Good
name, though.
Female wrestler, innovator of intergender, came back hot after a year and a half of inactivity due to border restrictions. Blah blah.
Oh, okay. Is that like Nyla Rose's lover or something?
I don't know. Somebody post a picture of Lufisto. I mean, I've heard the name, I've seen her, but I haven't actually watched her matches. That's her.
That's Nyla Rose's lover right there. Fisted or something. I don't know.
Several high-profile appearances for GCW and AEW. So, 389, Carly Bravo.
Yeah, so he's Nightmare Factory. He's in AEW. So, I mean, he's still young. He's very young. So, we'll see where his career goes from here. But he has a typical black guy look, but I still like his look. He's kind of he's very tad up. You know what I mean? He's a more tad up version of Swerve. Without the dreads though too. So.
All right, 388, Mahabali Shara.
I don't know who that is.
Held the OVW National Heavyweight Championship for nearly 4 months.
Good for him. I'm sure he did great with it.
387, PJ Hawks.
Oh, whoa, man! All right, so we're still PG-13 audience. PJ Cox. PJ Cox. Haven't heard of him.
And the name sounds familiar. Competed often in tag team bouts with Luke Hawx and Hawx Aerie, among the NWA's most promising young stars. So good for him.
You say Hawks or Cox?
Hawx, Haw.
Oh, I think it's Cox.
Not Cox. No, definitely not Cox. 386, Laney Luck.
She's not AEW mainstay, obviously, because she's not on TV. But yeah, very, very familiar with her, wrestling on Dark and Dark Elevation, and yeah. I think she's been in Impact too for a little bit too. So
let's see, 385, MV Young.
Oh, that's MVP's. I don't know. I can't tell you who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck this is. I'm not even gonna pretend. 384, Mickey Knuckles.
Mickey Knuckles?
Yeah,
why does that name sound familiar? Is she in Impact?
Let's see. She's known as the Redneck Woman.
Or like she's been in Impact recently or something like that?
Reigning Divine Pro Wrestling Champion since March. Prominent deathmatch worker, appearing in 7 different ultraviolet tournaments. Competing against the likes of Deonna Purrazzo. Singles wins against Brandon Kirk, Brandy West, and Casanova Valentine.
Okay, I thought she would have been in Impact or something. Because she sounds familiar.
383, Blue Demon Jr.
Jesus. The man's fucking almost 60 years old. Like, I don't know if you know. I don't know if you remember that that Blue Demon versus Dr. Wagner Jr. Triple Mania match from several years ago where they were just pissing buckets of blood. It was amazing. The match was like so terrible because like they're so old, man, but it was so terrible, but it was so damn good at the same time. Yeah.
382.
Guess he deserved it.
382, Brian Johnson.
Generic name. Wait. You said Brian Johnson?
Yep.
You mean the frontman from AC/DC?
Yeah, probably. That'd be pretty rad though. He was the MCW heavyweight champion. Lost it to Ken Dixon in December. Known as the Mecca, regular in the Ring of Honor pure title scene before Ring of Honor ownership changed hands.
Wow, so you know, man's like almost like 70 years old. You know, I mean, singing Back in Black and also doing matches for Ring of Honor. Never thought I'd see the day.
Ring of Honor. 381, Juicy Finale.
Amy. Okay, there's 2 things I'm seeing with the name Juicy. First, it's either like a hot woman, just your name's Juicy, like Juicy Finale. That sounds kind of home from the islands, right? Where if it's like from Hawaii, Samoa, from Guam, or it's someone from that same region, but someone that's like a dude that's fucking fat.
I mean, it sounds like a Samoan name. It also kind of sounds like a backhanded compliment if you kind of think about it, where it's like, yeah, you're juicy for now. Yeah, as a dad.
I'm gonna go with the second one. He just may be a fat, Samoan or someone from Guam.
Wrestled in GCW, wrestled in FCW. Yeah, he's a big boy, 449 pounds.
There you go. So there you go. I need to know. His name's Juicy. Come on now.
Juicy. Also, a grown-ass man should not be calling himself Juicy. Like, come on. 380, Red Titus. Or Rhett Titus.
Titus. Still wrestling. Good for him, man. Like, I'm surprised Tony Khan hasn't brought him in yet.
He's too busy hiring the pizza guy. 379. Am I saying this right? No, this isn't Rio? Not Riho, but Rio? R-H-I-O?
That's Rio.
Oh. 378, J.D. Drake.
At.
Huh?
At.
Okay.
That's all I got from him. He's on AEW. I mean, that guy, like, one was like a construction worker.
377, Aaron Henare.
Aaron Henare? I think he's in New Japan, I want to say.
Yep. He was in New Japan. He teamed with the Great Okan. New Zealand native, was poised for
Great Okan. Yeah. Gotcha.
Big showing in the 2022 G1 Climax. 376, Sami Callihan.
He's low. For him.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
I'm not saying he's a great wrestler or anything like that, but like a mainstay in Impact Wrestling, people know who he is, right? He's been feuding against Moose the entire year for the most part. Why is he not higher?
One of life's greatest mysteries. 375, Matthew Justice.
Don't know who he is. Can't say I know who he is.
GCW guy.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
374, Danny Limelight.
I heard the name before, because the name stuck out to me when I first heard. I was like, Danny Limelight. Is he from like the Northeast? And is he like, does he like wrestle for House of Glory?
MLW and JPW and AAA.
Okay. Does it say where he's from or anything like that?
Let's see.
Does it give you like birthplace or where he lives or anything like that?
Actually, it doesn't. He's known as
Okay.
the Radioactive Poppy. That's his nickname.
He's I think I heard of him like being like around in House of Glory. Okay.
Probably. 373, Peter Tahani. These fucking names.
Tahani?
Yep. WXW guy from Budapest. Russ was the champion of Jesus Christ. Dominated as champion for Hungarian Championship Wrestling.
All right.
Good for him. It's 372.
Happy for the bloke.
372, Casey Catal.
Is it Canzaro? No, I'm just kidding. Don't know who that is.
Poughkeepsie, New York kid in IWA, ICW, blah, blah, blah. 371, Adam Priest.
It's like Adam Pearce and Damian Priest had a kid or something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who that is, though.
IWTV, it's his accolades, I guess. All right, 370, Shuji Ishikawa.
Oh, okay. Definitely from DDT, or I know he wrestles for DDT. I know he wrestles for DDT or All Japan now. I don't know where, but I know it's one or the other because I know like maybe like almost like 10 years ago, he was like in All Japan. I know his mainstay was DDT though. So,
all right, 369, Matt Menard.
Okay, all right, Day Magic.
Right above him, 368, Angelo Parker.
Okay, that's stupid. They had no thought. Like, okay, like they had no thought about that. They're like, let's just put 2.0 together. Even at that, I will actually have Matt Menard over Angelo Parker. Guy with more charisma, the guy that can cut pretty damn good promos for the most part. Like, come on.
I mean, it's like I said, you know, a lot of these people that are ranked this low, and they got people there. It's just like, you know, they're ranked this high because they were the tag team champion and don't stop that feeling wrestling. It's like, what? Nobody knows who these fucking people are. It's just, you know, rank people. Yeah, they rank people for like wins and losses or championships, and it's just like rank people for how much they're used on fucking TV. Like, as much as I don't like the Jericho Society thing, at least these guys are on TV and they're featured and more.
I wouldn't rate them higher than. No, they're fine where they're at. I'm just saying, Angelo Parker over Matt Menard is kind of dumb. I mean, but I think they're fine where they're at though, because like they're still in the lower end tier in AEW, right? And that's not accounting for because a lot of these people that we have not seen many WWE guys yet either. So, you know, so a lot of WWE guys are probably, you know, in the top 300 and so on.
It gets worse. 367, Vaney.
I don't know who that is. Not even gonna try to lie and try to figure that one out there. I don't know who that is. Vaney. It sounds like a. I'm not even gonna say it.
It's a veiny cock. It's a cock.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. Thank you. At least you took the blow for me.
Blow that cock. I'm fine. 366, Robert Dreisker.
I know. I've heard the name. Him being associated with the MLW.
All right. 365, Mance Warner.
CW guy, obviously had the match against Mox. Hardcore guy. Also MLW too as well. But one thing I will say about him, I hate his expression faces. Like he looks like a typical hick. I don't like it.
Seeing it right now.
He's better than that.
364, Edith Surreal.
Surreal?
Edith Surreal.
Nope.
364, Slade.
One rock band from like the 70s?
Let's see. Finally dropped Create a Pro TV Championship to Aaron Rourke after a 422-day reign. Fell to Matt Tremont in hard-fought first-bound bouts at GCW's Tournament of Survival 7. Yeah, that's Slade.
All right.
362. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm just going to say it. This sounds like a black guy. Don't die, Miles.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a black guy.
Jesus.
A black guy. Actually, let me look him up because I gotta see this guy. Come on.
Let's see. He's from Chicago. Comprises.
Oh yeah, he's definitely blacked in.
Comprised of 1/3 of Paradigm Pro tag champs with Freddie Hudson and Cameron Saturn as Shooters Don't Die.
Oh, okay, so yeah, he definitely looks like Speed, Ice Speed. No one knows who that is on YouTube and Twitch. He looks like Ice Speed.
Jesus Christ! Can you imagine talking to these guys and just be like, "Okay, what's your name?" My name is Don't Die Miles, and it's like, all right, have fun not getting signed anywhere.
So yeah. To me, he would like okay. Oh, without seeing what he does in the ring, he definitely does unnecessary spots. He has to with a name like that. Definitely does unnecessary spots. He's probably like a Darby Allin type, just daredevil, just don't give a shit. Otherwise, why would your name be Don't Die Miles?
Yeah, I mean that'd be weird if he goes out there and just does technical wrestling. It's like,
like he just starts, we're you at everybody, right? Just ties them up.
Oh man,
crazy.
It's like, what happens if he dies? Like dead Miles.
Yeah.
It's death. 361, Anthony Henry.
Oh yeah. Good wrestler, very good wrestler. Very, he's a very good wrestler. Like, he's a lot older than he's a lot older than he looks, so I don't really see much of him doing anything at this point in time, because he had a couple, I won't say he had a couple of coffee, but he did have a cup of coffee in WWE before he got released. And yeah, he had a cup of coffee in WWE, had some TV matches or whatnot. If I can recall, like he wrestled Toy Nese, and yeah, I don't know, he's a good wrestler, but he's just older now.
All right, where am I on next? 360, Kenzie Page.
He's I'll say that she's like hot or anything, but like she has a look. I can see why people may think she's hot, but yeah. She was I think she was like an NWA tag team champion. One half of the tag team champions, I think. For this past year, so there you go.
She was trained by Tom Pritchard, Kane, and Ricky Morton.
There you go.
359, Vinny Massaro.
Sure.
Oh, God. God, another fucking name. 358, One called Manders.
One called Manners.
Manders.
Oh, Manders. Fuck off.
He is the Corn Belt Cowboy, didn't hold any major belts during evaluation period, but showed heart in multiple journeys, including the Ted Petty Invitational. And that's about enough of him. 357, Session Moth Martina.
She's, hey man, I mean, hey, yeah, yeah. Following her on IG, and I'll just keep it at that.
Oh boy. 356, Davion or Davian.
Avion?
Davienne.
Oh, Davian. You did say Davian.
Davian.
Don't know who that is. Sounds like a is he a chick? Or some type of like some other black guy, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a woman. Let's see. Go ahead.
Oh, is she hot?
I don't know. I don't see a photo of her, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
If somebody wants to post a picture of this young lady, go ahead. She's known as Not America's Sweetheart.
Oh, well, that sounds spicy.
Ooh. 355, Shug D.
Definitely somebody who, I won't say I know, but someone that I've seen. He's been on AEW, obviously. I think, I want to say that he had like some type of, like a couple stories in AEW during the pandemic era. I don't know if you remember, and you probably may not remember, because I know that, AEW is something that's like that you keep up with, but you don't want to remember everything about it. I think he had a story with either with the Elite, or somebody, but that was a while ago though, so I don't remember exactly. But I know he's been part of AEW for sure. Surprised they never signed him, because they were trying to do something with them.
All right, 354, Charles Crowley.
Charles Crowley.
Yeah. All right, 353, Brian Pillman Jr.
It's Brian Pillman.
He's that guy.
All right, yeah. He just, I mean, I'm surprised he's this high. I think he's this good where he's at, but I'm surprised he's this high because they barely use him on TV now. It's kind of a joke.
I'm gonna sound like Grumpy Man. Is it me, or is he really just not that good?
He's young, super young. He has a long way to go. Long way to go.
I mean, how young is he though? By the way, is he still in his 20s? Is he 30 something?
He's still in his 20s. But mind you though, like 20s and like your 20s in wrestling is like you coming out of the college in the NBA, right? Mm-hmm. But like if you're like 27, 28, that's equivalent to being like, 19, 20 years old in the NBA, right? You know what I mean? So like once you turn like 30, like 36, 35, 36 is supposed to be your prime years for a wrestler. Supposed to be.
I don't know, it's just like when the Dark Side of the Ring episode came out, it was like, all right, this is the perfect time to make this guy one of your biggest baby faces, and they did shit with him. And then when they tried to use him against MJF, it's just like, I think they realized he's really not that good. he's just an average wrestler at best. He's not his dad. Which again, that shouldn't be his mindset of I need to be my dad. It's like be a little bit of your dad, but be your own guy. And unfortunately, Brian Pillman Sr. was, the exception in that family as far as like talent goes. In my opinion. 352, Tyrus.
Oh, the Fox News analyst and the racist. Got it.
Wait, how's he a racist? What do you do?
I don't even want to talk about it right now. But I would just say, go on to, like, some of his interviews on Fox News, and how he just engulfs mindset of America great again. Just engulfs that.
So he's a MAGA guy.
He's definitely MAGA now. This guy's on Fox News and like, I don't know what the hell's going on with black people, but I wish they all go to hell. Okay, he didn't say that, but
so is
that's the vibe I get from him. Even though he has some of that in him.
So he's basically just like a Candace Owens. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't know who that is. No.
She's basically what you just described Tyrus as.
Oh God. Okay. Well, there you go. I know. Like he's like an NWA. He's like the national champion or whatever. But yeah.
350. Where am I at? 351. Fred Yeehee.
Yeehee.
Yeehee. Fred Yeehee.
I don't know. Not the last name though. Different.
Let's see. 350. We're on 350. Hikuleo. NJP. IW.
Oh, Hukuleo.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's definitely one of the I'll say younger members of the Bullet Club because he's not like super young or anything like that, but he's the symbol of Tamatonga and Tongaloa. So there you go.
349. Puma King.
Oh, damn good wrestler. Damn good wrestler is Puma King. Damn good. Now, I don't know why he's this low. He could be a little bit higher, but yeah, Puma King.
348. El Terrible or El Terrible.
Terrible. Can't say that I know who he is because I can't say who he is.
Let's see. He was in CMLL. Yeah, he's mainly a CMLL guy. 347. Christopher Andino.
Indeed.
Andino.
No.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't know who that is.
Number 346, Shuji.
No, that is either.
AGPW guy. 345, Dr. Wagner Jr.
Come on, some good matches, I guess. Mexico, right? You know what I mean? Good for Dr. Wagner Jr., man. Has mask taken away from him, and he's still, taking his shit seriously.
Number 344, Mike Outlaw.
Sounds like a cowboy.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't really care about his story. 343, Savio Vega.
Savio Vega? Okay. I haven't really seen much from him in the past 10 years for him to even be that high, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, this was a man used to love Savio Vega. He used to say his name like he was the biggest wrestler ever. Savio Vega! Yeah.
Yes, Savio Vega. He was in the Nation, right?
Was in the Nation. In Los Boricuas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those random ass factions. There's Boricuas. There was the Nation, DX. There was
DOA, Disciples of Apocalypse.
There was that. The BSK.
He was so he was also part of Undertaker's Shoot faction, the BSKs.
Yeah, BSK.
There you go.
Savio Vega. 342 EC3.
Skip. Control your narrative. Control your racism. Next.
Skip. This is where we need a Shannon Sharp soundbite. Skip. Come on, Skip. 341, Eel O'Neill.
Eel O'Neill.
Let's see.
The name's pretty cool. I'll say that. Eel O'Neill.
Eel O'Neill.
It's not like PB Smooth, like, and your new champion, Eel O'Neill. Like, yeah, I can kind of see that, you know.
It's not a bad name. I like it.
Terrible.
340, Charlie Evans.
Want to say I've seen her. I think it's a chick.
No, it's a guy.
It's a guy? No, never mind then.
Trained by Jeff Hardy. Was a GCW guy. Another deathmatch guy. 339, Chicano.
Sounds like Westside San Antonio.
He's from Puerto Rico. He's known as El Chico IWA. So what is it? That's a Carlito's promotion, right?
IWA. There's a few. There's a couple. Not factions, but there's a couple of promotions with the IWA. Because I'm thinking about IWA Mid South Wrestling. Thinking about like Indiana. I'm thinking about like Kentucky. That's what I'm thinking when I hear IWA. That's why I'm thinking it is. But I may be wrong. I don't know.
338, Doc Gallows.
Sure. All right, Festus. Whatever.
337, Jeremy Prophet.
He's definitely somebody who has like a religious gimmick.
All right, he's Canadian.
Hey.
In the Indies, was in IWS, LLCV, JNW. Has been the reigning GNW Canadian champion since October 2019.
Cool.
336, Shota Umino.
He's definitely going to be a rising star when he goes back to New Japan. I think he's on excursion right now, but when he goes back to New Japan, that guy's going to be... That's going to be a name to look out for in the next, 3 to 5 years. I can definitely see him coming over to AEW, having some good matches or whatnot. But yeah, he's definitely somebody. And I think he already went. I think he already went back to New Japan this year as well. But he's definitely somebody to look out for sure.
Number 335, Jake Christ.
Christ?
Well, it's spelled without the H. Christ. So
Jake Chris. Oh, okay, yeah. Jake Chris. He's old as shit.
Another deathmatch guy.
Yeah, okay, I know Jake Chris, who he is, yeah.
334, Jordan Oliver.
Jordan Oliver. Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like a good bloke.
He is known as the East Coast Ace. He is a GCW guy.
All right, good for him. He owns the region.
333, Omar Amir.
Nope.
Trained by the Dudley Boys. 332, Titus Alexander.
Oh, Titus O'Neil and it's Alexander's Oh.
That's exactly who that is. No, there's no camera, so you can come.
So you want a drink, but I saw you have your...
You can leave it in the fridge. I'll be done in a bit. Alright, sorry, I was talking to the fiance. 331, Danhausen.
That's a good spot for Danhausen. Mega over, as far as, doing everything but wrestling. He's probably one of the most over people ever. Hold on, let me think about when I say ever. He's definitely one of the most over people in the past maybe 5 to 10 years who doesn't wrestle often.
That's a fair statement.
He doesn't wrestle often at all.
That's a fair statement.
Over his shit.
I mean, it's a fair statement. I mean, he got himself over through fucking social media. And the only two wrestlers I can think of are him and Matt Cardona. they got themselves over through social media. Unless there's somebody else that somebody else wants to throw at me. But those are the only two names that have benefited from social media. So can't knock the hustle.
There's other names. There's other names out there. Sammy Guevara did. People knew who he was coming into AEW because of his vlogs, right? It kind of helped that I knew him from San Antonio because he was like RCW champion and like I don't know if you remember, Drew, but he was like all over local booking posters and things of that nature. So maybe Sammy Guevara, but no, for someone who doesn't wrestle often and you're still getting over and you're making a tons of money, that's the best thing to do in this business. That's if you get into this business and you do not have to physically get hurt, you're still over as hell for doing the little stuff, the little minimal stuff, and you're still making a shit ton of money in merchandise. What more can you ask for?
Who else can we think of that's in that position?
That's what I'm saying.
Paul Heyman.
Despite what people may think about Danhausen, right? Cannot deny the fact that I won't say he's a pioneer. I don't make it seem like he's bigger than what he actually is. But he's definitely somebody. If you look 10 years from now, you're gonna be like, Danhausen guy. He didn't wrestle much, but damn, he was over. You're gonna remember Danhausen because of the character, right? Whether it's good memories or bad memories, you're gonna remember the character, right? A lot of people remember the Right to Censor, good or bad, right? A lot of people remember the Spirit Squad, good or bad. So I think the same thing for Danhausen, and I think that's good for him. I'm generally saying that, not just to say that though.
I just like how MJF hates him. They're doing a bit where Danhausen's sitting next to MJF, and MJF's just fuck off. Get away from me or I'll kill you. I'll literally kill you. 3:30 Tajiri.
Up to Jerry, man. One of my favorite wrestlers in the years between 1999 and 2000. Watching those last few ECW pay-per-views, man, and just him kicking people's heads off and using that mist and stuff, and you may have heard about the Great Muta at that age when I was 11 years old in 99, but love Tajiri, man. Goddamn, I love Tajiri.
All right, 329 Alex Coughlin.
Don't know who that is.
328 Diener.
Cody Diener?
I believe that's him, yeah.
We're talking about Cody Diener, Impact Wrestling. Hey, sure. Yeah. Position.
Yeah, he's in Impact's Violent by Design.
Yeah, it's the Cody Diener. Okay. And obviously, if you remember him from WWE. Wait. Or is that the same Cody Diener I'm thinking about?
It just says Diener. It doesn't say Cody Diener.
But you're talking about Impact Wrestling, that's Cody Diener.
Well, yeah, I'm wondering. I don't know if it's a typo, but they just put Diener.
No, it's Cody Diener. Cody Diener. But I'm wondering if the same Cody. I always wonder if that's the same Cody Diener from WWE. You remember WWE ECW?
WWE ECW?
WWE ECW.
And there was a Cody Diener in WWE ECW?
I want to say yeah.
I don't know why that...
And you know what? I'll have to look this up later, but I want to say that there was a Cody Diener was in ECW as a jobber, obviously. Well, he wasn't somebody that was... Or, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking about somebody else, but yeah, good position for him.
Alright, 327, Joey Ace.
Sounds like Johnny Ace's boyfriend.
Probably. 326, Kenny King.
Very good wrestler, still doing his thing in Impact. I know he's going after the X Division title. Surprised that he hasn't done more in this industry, because he was in Ring of Honor for a while, but yeah.
It's weird that he was in Tough Enough, but WWE never signed him.
Yeah, but they ended up signing a liar like the Boogeyman.
Wait, wasn't that the same Tough Enough where they signed Jackie Gata and Linda Miles?
I think it was Tough Enough 3.
I think it was that Tough Enough. I think it was that Tough Enough because
you may be right. You may be right, but I want to say, I mean,
because I remember
honestly, I only
Shit.
watched the first 2 seasons of Tough Enough. Like, I watched the Maven season, and I watched season 2. But like after that, I'm like,
because I remember Kenny from Tough Enough. I remember being like, okay, this guy looks like an athlete. They might sign him. And I remember like. And like the big season finale that they were at the WWF New York Club, where they were going to reveal the winners because they were going to pick 2 winners, and they picked 2 girls. They picked Jackie Gata.
But that wasn't. You talking about the second season of Tough Enough? That was the second season of Tough Enough.
I don't know if it was second or third, but
I don't think he was in the second season.
He was in one of them. I don't know, but like I remember it was a big controversy.
Yeah, I think it was the year Tough Enough. It was the 3rd or 4th season for Tough Enough for the Boogeyman.
I remember it was a big controversy because everybody was like, "Why'd you sign those 2?" Like, because Linda was not very good, Jackie was not very good. Jackie was good to look at, but she was not very good.
You're talking about WWE in the mid 2000s, like. Yeah, I mean, like being good in wrestling was far from what they were looking for. Remember the lesbians? On Raw. That was the WWE that we were living through at that time.
That's Vince McMahon's favorite pastime. If you ever want to get Vince McMahon's attention, just say the L word and it'll be like lesbians.
Yeah. You know what we need? You know what we need, Eric Bischoff? What's that, Vince? We need the lesbians. Like, oh Jesus,
lesbians. All right, Vince, we're gonna talk about lesbians. Yes. But I don't care. Lesbians. It's like, Jesus. Where the fuck was I? Oh, yeah, Kenny King. 325, Joe Doring.
Oh, okay. He's in Impact. Obviously, he's of Eric Young's slaves. So, look, he looks absolutely knackered all the time. It's terrible.
324, Yuya Uemura, NJPW.
I thought you were trying to say Wheeler Yuta for a second.
Oh God, no. I have a feeling he's gonna be ranked high in this list. Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't. He's top 100 probably, but yeah, familiar with him. He's in New Japan. That's all. I think he's still in his early stages of his career, but yeah.
323, Grayson Waller.
Right.
Yeah, he's fine. Right. Where's that?
Not right.
I'm not really a big fan of his personally. I mean, he gets the heel persona, like he gets it, but it's just like I don't know, just small things of like if you're a heel, you should not be trying to do high spots. Like you should not be caring what the people want.
I hear you, yes. But that's kind of like AJ Styles too. So AJ Styles, like he was still doing like the phenomenal forearms, still doing Springboard 450s and stuff. But like when he won the title from Dean Ambrose, was he still heel? Yeah, he was heel when he won the title, I think, originally.
Well, with AJ's a little bit more different. Whereas like I wouldn't really call those spots. Those are more just like moves. Whereas
I mean, doing a springboard 450 through a table on the outside in a TLC match.
All right, good. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's gonna be a spot right there.
Fair enough. But I'm talking about like, what's his name, Grayson, doing like I guess like an in between the legs, basketball windmill, elbow thingy, and it's like, as a heel, you're not supposed to care what the fans want.
Wouldn't that show arrogance, though? Like, hey, I'm going to do this unnecessary move and do an elbow. Like, doesn't it just show arrogance? Like, he doesn't have to do it, but he does it anyway.
It kind of makes him look stupid, personally, because, like, if he gets hurt, it's going to be like, well, you got hurt because you want to look cool.
Yeah, that's. I mean, to me, that's the way I'm seeing it as a heel for him, because he doesn't have to do these things, right? Like him, like doing, rolling into a ring into a stunner, or like just doing unnecessary stuff like that. Like, I won't say it's like heelish in a way, but like to me, it just shows a little bit of arrogance.
I guess. 322, Carl Fredericks.
Yeah. He's in New Japan. I think he was in the he was either in the G1 or something, but like
I saw his name earlier because apparently he's in talks with going to WWE.
Yeah, he from what I've seen from him, he's pretty decent.
Shawn Michaels had mentioned, kind of off topic, we'll get back to the list. Shawn Michaels had mentioned that they're pretty much looking far and wide for talent, whether it be Japan, America, the Indies. Nobody's off limits to NXT. So, good. They're going back to the NXT that we know. 321, Kid Bandit.
Skip. I'm talking about him. Skip. Nope. Skip.
Come on, Skip. Skip, don't be so mean. Leave me alone, Skip.
Skip.
320, Cole Radrick.
I don't know who that is. I can't tell you.
God. This looks like Colin Delaney's older brother.
Oh, well, whew, okay.
319, Carl Anderson. Skip. Fuck that guy.
Okay, if you want to skip him then.
I fucking hate that guy.
That's fine. We know who he is.
318, Sean Dean.
Captain Sean Dean.
Oh yeah, I know him.
Interesting he's that high. Obviously, I know him from AEW, but I just find it interesting that he's that high. I only think of him as one of the top 300. What do we say, 319, 318?
Yeah, he's 318.
318 wrestlers, that's a lot of damn wrestlers, so maybe he is one of the top 318 wrestlers in the world, because I do know who he is. He's on AEW. Not all the time, but like he's always on Dark. So,
all right, 317, Hoodfoot.
Big black guy.
He's known as the Saucy Butcher.
Yeah, you got Saucy in it. Yeah, definitely black guy. For him though.
His alias is Mo Atlas.
Jesus Christ.
You're like, it's a black guy, Drew. I told you already. 316, Dominic Guarini.
Isn't he in MLW?
One half of Violence is Forever.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought I heard that name associated with AEW. So
315, Royce Isaacs.
It's Isaacs. Sounds like an NBA player.
He is he's an NJPW Strong. Let's see.
Right.
314, Brian Myers.
Well, I think I'll probably put him a little bit higher.
Yeah, I mean,
I put him a little bit higher.
I like him. I like Brian Myers as a person.
I mean, like, because he's been doing stuff in Impact. He's currently the digital media champion there in Impact.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously him and Matt Cardona have their relationship with each other, right? Mm-hmm. And obviously we can't count like his presence as far as like YouTube or whatnot, because they have their podcast, they have their figure hunts, and they're very big into the figure. So I know it's not counting that. But I'll probably, like, honestly, like the highest I'll probably pull maybe like 275. Probably being a little generous though, but not too mad about it. But I think he probably deserves to be inside that top 300.
Excellent question, Shelton. You heard that story, right?
What story?
About Michael Tarver.
Oh yeah.
And Vince thought he was Shelton Benjamin.
That. There you go.
Excellent question, Shelton.
That's Vince McMahon in a nutshell right there.
What? They all look the same.
Oh, yeah, oh, come on, Vince. Come on, Vince.
I'm not laughing at that statement. I'm laughing because Vince said it. Because Vince is maybe a little racist. 313 Rina Yamashita.
Heard the name in Japan. Think she has I want to say that she has like some type of relationship with Stardom, maybe. I heard the name before. I seen it through my. I'll put it to you this way. I seen it through my my social media feeds. Name. So there you go.
Another GCW person. 312 Tonga Loa.
New Japan mainstay.
Thomas, yeah.
Maybe should be a little bit higher, but I'm at his position.
311 GPA.
PA.
Let's see.
Grade point average.
He appeared on AEW Dark Elevation. Yeah, India. All right, now we're in the thick of it.
Just skip that. Like, you got a terrible name. Your name, like, oh yeah, like, Jesus Christ, man. Fuck. Bit. EPA.
I don't know. People need to like really take in account that you need to come up with a cool name, and not even just a cool name. Just come up with a name that doesn't sound fucking retarded.
These put like 3 letters together, right? Like, oh, let me type on the keyboard real quick. Let me see what I can do. YSM, motherfucker. What does it stand for? You suck, motherfucker. That's what it stands for. I don't know. Like,
you suck, motherfucker.
God damn, I hate wrestlers. I really do. I hate wrestlers, man.
Oh man, it's like I'm a pasty white guy with cornrows. I'm gonna call myself Ginger Snap, homie. What?
God, the fucking shit, fucking. Fuck you, G. Like, the reason why you're a GPA is because your GPA was a 1, you fucker.
And that's the amount of stars that Uncle Dave is gonna give you. 1 star. 310 Max Dupree, LA Knight, whatever you want to call him.
He should be within. He should be up to 75 to 250.
Agreed, and I'm so happy that they're going to go back to LA Knight because Max Dupree sucks. The whole fucking model thing sucks.
I would say this. I will say this. I absolutely love. I will say this. I am gonna miss the way that he says Mansay and especially Mansois.
I mean, what's his name?
I'm not saying that I love the gimmick. I'm just gonna miss that part of it when he says Mansois. It's hilarious.
I mean, that first night with when Pat was getting it over. Other than that, it's just like, yeah, this gimmick sucks. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and I know people are like, well, the point of it is they're jobbers. Like, yeah, but they still suck. Like, Santino was a jobber, but Santino was entertaining. Like, these guys suck. I prefer Hit Row now over these guys. Like, that's how much I don't like them. 309 Mayo, MAO.
Al?
Mao, I guess that's who it is.
Like the freaking Chinese dictator?
I guess he's ranked over Max Dupree.
Well, I mean, he's a Chinese dictator. I mean, there you go.
All right, 308 Ray Horace.
Very good luchador wrestler. I know he's been like in MLW, and I think he was in Lucha Underground for a little bit too as well. I think he's currently in Ring of Honor right now. I think he's signed to Ring of Honor still. So I don't know what Tony Khan's going to do with him. I don't know if he's going to bring him in or whatnot, but I mean, he gives like random people a shot on TV, so I don't see. I can definitely see him win in. So we'll see.
Yeah, he gave Juice Robinson a fucking AEW title shot tonight. So, go figure.
Oh, wait. Who? You said Juice Robinson?
Yeah, Juice Robinson was going to wrestle Moxley for the AEW title tonight.
I saw the match, and I was like, this guy looks like CJ Parker.
They're the same. I heard they're the same person. Let's see. 307, Manny Furno.
Manny Furno?
Puerto Rican International Wrestling Association.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Manny Furno, I heard he was supposed to be a replacement wrestler for the original Cruiserweight Classic 2016. So WWE, they had a pool of talent in brackets, and they also had replacement talent. He was one of the replacement talents that never got used.
Okay.
That's all I know about him.
306, Mike Bennett.
Miracle. Miracle is a miracle that he's still wrestling.
This is the greatest
that's a damn
love
great theme song.
I ever knew.
I gotta hate rock ballad as a theme
Power
song.
of love. I mean, I like that theme. I can't lie. I like that theme. I just don't like his wife or him. Let's see. 305, Rey Escorpion.
I've heard the name. I mean, mingled in with the AAA. That's all I know.
Yeah, AAA guy.
I heard that name before.
304, Joe Black.
Joe Mama.
Whoa, hey, whoa, hey.
I don't know who that is.
IWTV guy. So, whatever. 303, Chris Ridgway.
Yes, former Progress World Champion. He's still pretty young. We'll love to see him come over to either AEW or WWE or even Impact. Get on over here to the States. See how you do over here. I'm not saying that he's great or super fit, but he does have some upside on him. He does have some upside on him for sure.
Next is 302, DMT Azul.
I'm assuming he's a luchador of some sort.
CMML, AAA, yeah.
Oh yeah. I got him now. He kind of has his mask is actually kind of mixed between Dr. Wagner and Blue Demon.
301, Jake Hager.
What?
Yep. Jake Hagar.
No fucking way.
He sucks.
I wouldn't say that, but
Justin, he sucks. He's bad.
I wouldn't say he sucks. Like, okay, well, let's say this then. Would you rather have him or let me see who's somebody that we know is higher? Okay, I'll say this: would you rather have him or would you rather have Wheeler Yuta?
Can I just fire them both?
Oh, that's not what I asked. I asked, would you rather have him or Wheeler Yuta?
I'd rather have money. That's what I'd rather have.
Jesus. All right.
God, he sucks. He's always been bad.
Now with that being said, he's too damn fucking hot because I can't recall a one-on-one match from him. He was in Blood and Guts, but what has he done to deserve that high of a position?
I don't know anymore. I don't. He's bad.
That by far we can say about okay. So we're at almost to 300 now. We can say about any other names on this list, right? You say it'd be too high, too low, right? And we can debate about it, right? That one right there apples me. Apples me.
The rest of this list it doesn't get any better. And
Apples me.
And then 300, Alex Zane.
Okay. Normally in NXT. I know he's doing some stuff in New Japan right now.
All right, so that is.
Yeah.
What was that? Good.
No, I say that's all I can think about, and I think he. Oh no, he's also in Impact too as well. I did see some stuff coming on from Impact recently too. So.
Oh. So that's 300 through 399. We will get to. What is it? Wait, which one were we on? Were we on 299 and 200?
Yeah, so we just finished. So 299 is next, and we're gonna go all the way up to 200.
All right, so this Friday, because we already talked it over. This Friday is when we're doing the Q&A episode, the next Q&A episode. Since this Saturday is the beginning of October. Jesus Christ, we're already in October. Like this whole year has been long. Has been kind of short. Like I just blinked.
Yeah. I'm so much closer to dying at this point.
I think it'll be fine. It's just like I think I blinked and then September ended, or is about to end. So, but it's been a nice year. So we'll be doing the Q&A this Friday. So as usual, send in your questions the usual way. You can send in as many questions as you like. You don't even have to just. If you already sent in a question before, you can send it in again. So nothing is off limits. And I'm off this Friday. I forgot. Oh no!
Sweet.
No, Kyle. I'm not this Saturday. It'll be this Friday after SmackDown. Like I mentioned, I'm off Friday. I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So for Friday, do you want to do after SmackDown, or do you want to go a little earlier?
Oh, after SmackDown. Definitely after SmackDown, because I want to watch the full show.
All right, so then, it's settled. We're going to record right after SmackDown. We're going to be on here like last time, and if there's time, we will go over the rest of the list. We will start 299 to 200. Maurice is going to SmackDown. Hey, have fun, Maurice.
Are you sure you don't want to after? Are you sure you don't want to do the podcast after Rampage?
Oh God. No. I'll have it on as background, okay? That's the best I can do. But that was the show, guys. Pretty short show tonight. And there wasn't really too much wrestling news coming out. Next week there will be, because we'll cover Extreme Rules. It's going to be next Saturday in Philly. And it's an Extreme Rules
pay-per-view. To be the prediction show, huh? Yeah.
An Extreme Rules pay-per-view where the matches actually have stipulations. Like, wow. Like, that's just mind-boggling. That's next week is going to be a prediction show. And again, if there's enough time, we might even finish the rest of the. Well, we already did cover like the top 30, but we'll do it again. Fuck it. Deal with it. Tell everybody where they can find you, Justin.
Yeah. You guys can find me on Spinebuster Tees on Instagram, so check me out there. Posting, won't say daily, but posting several times a week over there. So go check me out. Have a fun time over there. Chat with me on Instagram. Hit me up. Also as well, spinebustertees.com. Working on a brand new design. I don't want to say it's going to be coming out by the end of this month. I will say sometime next month, towards the end of next month, I should have it done. Projected to be done. It's going to be a very cool design for pretty much everybody, but really I'll give you guys a hint though, for the hardcore fans that love some good hardcore wrestling. I'm just going to keep it at that and just whet your appetite with that. But check it out, spinebustertees.com. Go and grab yourself a t-shirt, tank top, in all sizes for men and women.
All right. So head over to Spinebuster Tees, people. They got some good shit. Yeah, you know where to find me, Drew Yari. I'm easy to find on social media. I'm the only Drew Yari I know. And the show is everywhere. It's everywhere that podcasts are put out. Google Podcasts, iTunes, Spreaker. And then you can also watch my podcast on YouTube, even though you're not really seeing me, you're just hearing me. But if you're into that sort of thing, cool. Patreon. There's a Patreon. We have a Patreon. It's $5 a month. That's a damn good deal. It gets you the ad-free version of this show if you want to listen to it earlier, since I usually post this show on Fridays. It's unedited, so you get the unedited, uncut version. And you get to listen to original content that I post with RJ, Jeff Littman, and Ruben Prime. Lately, we've been talking, so we're gonna start putting out some more content. We all live very busy lives, so we're trying, people. But hopefully, we can maybe do something this weekend. So, yeah, just worth the Patreon. And I don't know if I mentioned this. I got my Royal Rumble tickets.
Ooh.
Did you get your tickets?
Did not. I don't know. Like, it's kind of strange. Like, I should be going, but I don't know if I am going. The only reason why I'm reserving is because I'm not too sure if I'm gonna have the shop open by that time.
Right.
Oh, I'm really just trying to save money as far as expenses, as far as opening up the Spinebuster T shop in San Antonio. So right now, and you guys are gonna hear me. You guys are gonna keep hearing me say this until it actually does. When it does happen, I have a lot of damn merchandise that I'm looking at right now in my bedroom here. So a lot of my money, a lot of my resources is going to that right now. So I don't know if I'm gonna be going to Rumble next year, which kind of suck. But if it's means that I'm gonna be opening up a wrestling shop where there's only one in San Antonio right now, and I'll be the second wrestling shop in San Antonio. That'll mean a lot more to me. So,
well, so like the thing was, this Friday I was under the impression that that's when the pre-sale was going to start, but today the pre-sale started today, and because I remember I registered for it, because I got an email saying register now so you can get the pre-sale and the pre-sale code or whatever. And right when I'm leaving to work, I just get like a message on my email saying, the pre-sale starts in 1 hour. Here's your code. I'm like, okay. So the app was crashing because there's a shit ton of people trying to get in, so I had to actually go on the actual website.
Like the fucking green shirt guy that's gonna be in front. I hate that fucker, man. The guy that's on WWE TV, like every pay-per-view, him and that long hair. I hate them. I hate looking at them on TV.
Are you talking about Brock Lesnar guy?
Not Brock Lesnar guy. Not Brock Lesnar guy. Not the guy that wears the white jacket that says WWE on it, right? I'm talking about the guy that wears the green shirt with the smiley face, that lime green shirt with the smiley face with the hat. Then next to him is like another guy that has like long hair. I won't say he always wears white, but he wears white a lot. Dude, swear to God, I hate those guys. Swear to God, I don't hate many people, but I hate those guys. No, I'm telling you this right now.
I don't know. I mean, I was lucky. I was
trying to find a picture of these assholes.
I was lucky to get our seats. I had to find the second cheapest, tickets I can find for like the best seats. So we're gonna be sitting in that row that's like closer to the front row, but it's like I guess more upper, and it's closer to the entrance. So you'll get to see everybody come out and at the same time, pay attention to the ring. So I mean, we're happy. We're happy that we're going. I mean, because how could you not go? It's one of those things of just like we have to go, and because the last time it was here in 2017, we almost didn't go because I was broke as I was broke as shit. Then I realized, oh wait, they have nosebleed seats. Fuck it, let's just do the nosebleed seats. So we sat behind the entrance, like the big entrance screen, and I just remember when we walked in. I think the first match was a pre-show match. It was Neville versus who was Rich Swann. There you go. And like Neville has like pyro in it.
Yeah, I was about to post in the chat. I'm sorry, but I was about to post in the chat. But yeah, thank you, Kyle. As a cunt.
I've never seen that guy before.
Never seen him. He's always on TV. Like the only reason why I'm so annoyed because I always see this guy. Like he's mostly on WWE, but he's on AEW too as well. It's like, oh god, man. It's kind of like when you play a video game. When you ever play like WWE 2K or whatever, and you see like the same two people, that's what it feels like when I see this fucker.
I mean, the only ones I remember are Brock Lesnar, T-shirt guy, and sign guy.
Dude,
those are the only ones I remember, honestly.
He's the devil. He's the devil.
All right. All right, guys. We'll see you this Friday. Same chat room. And right after SmackDown. So have a good night, guys. And Justin, you have a good night. I'll see you on Friday, buddy.
Still the devil. No, I'm just kidding. All right. All right, guys. Y'all have a great night.
All right, peace.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari. It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari. It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.